November the 8th, 2025, it's 10 o'clock. Call the meeting to order. Roll call. Smiley.
Here.
Starks.
Here.
Over here. Number 4, discussion possible action regarding Colonial Life.
You're on.
Is that me?
Bye, guys.
Tom Nichols, Colonial Life. Crystal Jones.
Hello.
So I'd like real quick, so I try to get y'all out of here by 4 o'clock. I want to make it pretty good and simple, but what I want to explain real quick is why we're here, who we are, how we're proposing to help your employees, how we're help your county, and whatever else you need us to do, okay? So Colonial Life is a carrier who competes with American Fidelity and Aflac. So we're looking at the possibility of voting, ask you to vote to replace the American Fidelity piece with the Colonial piece. What we're bringing to the table for your employees, I don't care who your carrier is. Aflac's a good company, American Fidelity is a good company, Colonial Life's a good company. They've all been around forever, and it comes down to service and who's going to help you when you need it. So I'm the district manager for most state of Oklahoma. I have a full staffed office that is not part of the carrier, like American Fidelity is a carrier, and when you're dealing with them, you don't have an independent agent to stand in your way to help you if you need it. At my office, I have a young lady who, I say young, she's my age, but I'm still feeling a little young. So she does nothing but help Shelly with billing, administrative stuff that they need when it comes to the administrative side of insurance, which is a lot, right? The one thing we do for your employees is take Shelly out of the insurance game. She has to administer it, but everybody runs to her for questions. What covers this? We don't want that to have to happen. So your employees, Colonial Life is 3 companies in one. One, we sell products just like the other companies. They're 99% like the other companies, but we educate employees. So we're able to come in for your county. We have a data enrollment process portal that is going to allow all your employees to enroll in all of their benefits, not just the Colonial, but the major medical, the dental, the vision. We're going to have a benefit counselor who can sit down with everyone and explain the difference of what a copay and a deductible and what's your needs for your company or your family, right? Some people don't need insurance. Some people want insurance, and this is all about options. But at the end of the day, they don't understand it. So our teams come in with benefit counselors who are not paid to sell, they're paid to educate, to help your employees understand what they need. We also have a free Ben admin system, which is able to let Shelly see what everybody enrolls in live, able to reconcile the bill for her, and do different aspects like that to make the county job easier. And then on top of that, we also bring the products for the voluntary benefits. Our voluntary benefits cover accident, cancer, short-term disability, hospital indemnity. Why would anybody want those? In a perfect world, if everybody saved their money, and insurance may not be a needed deal in your family. But in today's world, we know people are living paycheck to paycheck. And the way it is for our rates, they need that added protection. So some of the things we're bringing in that the other carriers don't have is we're going to have a guaranteed issue product with no pre-existing clause on all our products. So biggest thing that stands out, young lady comes and joins your workforce and she is pregnant. She can't get short-term disability right now to cover that pregnancy. Ours covers her from day 1 as long as the delivery is after the effective date. Okay? People with cancer. Okay, it's not going to cover the cancer you have right now, but if you've gone to the doctor and you're taking tests and you have been diagnosed, other companies say that's pre-existing because you're already looking to see if you have it. Ours, until your diagnosis date, you're no pre-existing. We don't make you wait 5 years to get cancer or critical cover if you had it. We give it to you instantly to cover for the future. So a lot of people don't need this. A lot of people want it. So we're not here to push, sell, force. We're here to educate, have our educators talk to your employees, answer their questions, and help them with their needs. We're also able to function the FSA for your county that you have now. So we would just simply replace that. We're going to be funding the cost per employee for that as a benefit to you. So I've got a lot wrapped up in just what I said, but it's easier for me to have y'all ask me what you need to know and then answer your questions.
Well, Mike, also he said it's education. I've been doing this for 20 years, so I'm not an agent that you guys always see come and go, come and go. I'm here until I finally get to retire, which will be nice of it.
And nice of the team is I'm the district manager, she's the area manager. You have a lady that Shelley's already met named Jennifer who had to go to Canada today. You know our whole team, so if one person, something happens to them, you know who the whole team is. So you're not just losing an agent, now it's like who's servicing this one. We've got a whole team there for you. So what other questions might you have?
I mean, some of the products are a little different. We're able to offer some additional things on our accident plan that you guys aren't used to. We have a plan that's called a gun shower that you're able to add to your accident plan. And I have done plenty of security alarm places or securities or officers or things like that, and it has definitely come in handy to have that extra little check come in off an accident plan for your family. And most carriers do not have something like that. So there's a lot of little added different benefits. That, like you said, the pre-existing is a big thing. I've gone into so many places, and if you can't answer a health question or you have medication that you're taking, with this you don't have to. And that's a big thing that we get in our industry, in our office, because of our ability to go out and reach more people and try to educate them. And again, we are here to educate, help you to make decisions with your health insurance. What that deductible is like, what does it mean if you meet a max out of pocket, and it can happen. I mean, it happened to my family, very unsurprisingly. It was a shock that it happened, and as I was explaining to him, we had a huge bill of 11 grand. And what were you going to do with 11? I don't want to go to my 401k. I don't want to go into my savings account. I had benefits that gave me a check for 16 grand that helped me pay our bills, put some money in savings, and then once my husband was better, we took a vacation. So we weren't stressed because our bills were paid, and but I look at things like that, knowing the industry like he knows, your medical and things like that. And when I sit with you or we sit with you, we help you to make some good decisions with those.
We've also committed to be here at least once every 90 days to sit with your employees to help them file claims if they need it. So we believe in service and hands-on. That's what we're really looking to improve for you.
If we jumped in bed with you, does that mean we can't jump in bed with Aflac too?
There's nothing that would restrict you either way. What I do recommend is it really gets confusing for employers when you have, or employees, when you have two coverages, because this guy got a check for so much from Aflac, this guy got a check for a similar thing, and they're now like, why didn't I get this? Why didn't I get that? And she gets calls on like, what do I really have and who's the carrier? So I'm not saying you can't, nothing could ever stop you, but in the real functional world, it does get confusing for the employee, and it adds extra payroll slots to your payroll.
So what you're saying, you want us to wait and see what Aflac pitch is and choose?
Well, they were here 2 weeks ago, weren't they?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I mean, I stand by what I have, and if they came up against me, I feel confident that we're bringing service capability.
How do you officers feel about that? I mean, do you prefer Aflac, or do you like the sounds of this, or? I don't see why you couldn't do them both.
Yeah. You're allowed to do both, absolutely. It's not called stacking. So if you had a cancer plan that you've had for a long time, you have the ability to get another cancer plan, and that you would be covered. I think after sometimes you will see, I've had to do that with the group, and I'm going to be honest, once they saw how well everything went, and when you sit with your Aflac person and you haven't enrolled in one of those benefits, and if you cannot pass the health questions or be able to answer height, weight, medication, blood pressure, heart, you're going to come sit over here because you know that you're going to be covered, and that's what you're looking for. Because if you're sitting there thinking about the cancer, and you know, it doesn't even matter if cancer's in your family or not. We're all cancer carriers. It's just we hope that we don't get the cancer. But if it's in your family, it's a double-edged sword. You know, just like heart attacks. It's going to be women. I'm going to make a joke. Sorry, guys. It's always us women that are the higher that's going to get a heart attack. And I always say that's because our husbands are just crazy. But after all these years, I was like, okay. But those are things that we are looking for. You're really looking for critical things that are going to happen to you. You're afraid of the what if of the high deductibles. What if I have to come out with my money out of pocket? Accidents happen 24/7, every day, every second of the moment. And they're weird accidents. You would never even think you would get into one.
So what you really need to decide though, some counties have 3, some have 1 of 2. So only one can be your carrier or your flex plan
Yes.
or your pre-tax. So it comes down to who do you want to carry your cafeteria plan, because that'd be the primary, you have the other secondary. And so that's up to y'all which one you want to do. But
Tell the guys.
And the FSA program that we're bringing in is amazing. I've been doing the FSA with Ameriflex, and you guys, usually if you lose a card from the other company, they start charging you. Like, okay, you lost your card, you gotta pay up for it. We do not charge when you lose a card. We don't charge if your whole family loses cards. We keep hoping you don't keep losing them, but we just go online and get you other cards and things like that. So it's a great, great program.
Allowing them to talk to our employees doesn't tie us to what he said, right?
Well, I know, like, when we had Aflac and we changed to the American Fidelity, we had several guys at our ship that stayed with.
Yeah, and I'd like to have that option, and I'm
Right.
sure you officers would too. I don't, but I'll make the motion, we allow our employees to talk to Colonial Life if they want. If that's, is that what we need to say on the motion? Because
Well,
that
we need
leaves
to
it,
decide who we want. The final thing we need to do, after we all discuss it, is we've got to decide who we want as our cafeteria plan, for number one.
The main one,
Right.
she's saying,
Which
yes.
would be the main, yeah, and then, yeah, if you want to allow them
I mean,
to see
have
others.
you
Because,
guys
you know,
heard from
American
the
Fidelity,
competition?
they came
Colonial or whatever?
in, they said we couldn't allow any other company to come in and visit with our employees.
Who
Is
said
what
that?
American Fidelity.
So they're
And-
done. It's easy enough.
the American Fidelity, if they're your carrier for your flex plan, has what's called an unfriendly fax or flex form, which means no other carrier can.
Have that.
Do we have people on American Fidelity that
Yes.
we're gonna shoot out of the saddle? That-
No, they
Still
could
speaking.
keep theirs. They don't have to give it up.
I know,
American Fidelity.
I know the majority of the people I've talked to.
I just want to be able to give our employees options
Right.
without saying you've got to do this, whatever.
Mm.
Do we need more time to discuss this? Do you want to table
Discuss
it?
it in our
Do you want to make your motion to go ahead with it? What do we
I
want to do?
mean, I'm willing, if you guys, I mean,
It's
What's your
nice to
vote?
give options for your
I like
employees.
options.
Yeah.
I feel like,
if
yes.
you say that we're just doing that, then that's
I'm
what
gonna
we-
second John's motion for Fidelity, or not Fidelity. Colonial.
Yeah.
that allows our employees,
So
so
we're
it's
gonna,
really not affecting us, it's our employees that.
to Colonial Life for our cafeteria plan, is that what we're saying? Is that what your motion was?
I don't
I mean,
know.
I'm
It has to
comfortable
be-
with that, because nobody's happy with what we have now.
Make your motion again, John.
I make the motion that allows Colonial Life to talk to our employees, and that's what my motion was. If we need to figure out after they talk to our employees, our cafeteria or whatever you was saying, I don't have a problem coming back and saying, well, we're gonna make them our primary or whatever.
So
the wordage is.
can I ask this, and regardless who wins, you're not losing a friend here. But that's something that really has to be confronted, because we're setting up an FSA, we're setting up a group term life, we're setting up different things that we cannot set up unless we know we're that, where we can still offer our products, but we can't do the FSA your main person has to
Yeah,
do the
you
SRA.
can't have two
I just hate
FSA.
to make a decision for my employees.
Well, your
I mean, I
FSA,
don't mind being their boss, but I
yeah,
don't wanna affect their life.
well, your employees would still have those options to keep their American Fidelity or keep their Aflac, but what we're saying is you can't have two FSAs in your company. So if you make a choice and we become your FSA, we would become the primary because we're gonna handle your Ameriflex, we're gonna handle those cards for you, but your employees still have the option to look at, come sit with their, and then they're gonna come talk to us, and they may make, you know what, I didn't get anything with Aflac because I couldn't qualify for it. But I sat over here and I was able to qualify for everything I needed. So that's still, we can do that. You just
What
that
happens
decision
if we
on.
got half of them, Renetta's people all wanna stay on an Aflac or Colonial, whatever, and the other half of us wanna do this?
It still
It's
works. Mhm.
Still work?
Yeah. We just need to make
But we will
that.
have this company, or whichever
Yes.
company go to, as our
I
FSA.
just wanted to have options and
Yeah,
not have to make a
you guys
decision
just
on
have to decide
cancer.
who we're gonna go
for
with
them.
for that.
Like you would be getting rid of American Fidelity's FSA, you would be moving over with Colonial, starting new with your FSA, being educated about it, plus your dependent care. I've been doing FSA, like I said, for 20-something years. They always come to me.
And whoever has your cafeteria plan has to meet with every single employee, because we have to get waivers,
Yeah.
everything else. And they're the ones that kind of, they basically oversee your cafeteria plan for you. And yes, you can bring in other people. It's just, the other thing I would caution when you plan this, if you're going to do multiple, is how we're going to enroll. Because I've been in counties that, okay, Aflac, you come in today, Colonial Life, you come in this day, and all of a sudden you've got a salesman stepping up saying, trying to change everybody from one to the other. And that's why we have benefit counselors, and I don't have just agents enrolling for the money. And so that's thing too, is make sure such a way where the competition, the second person isn't changing the first, you know what? Because that does get into a nightmare for your employees.
Could there
When
not
that starts
be,
happening.
I'm sorry, could there not be offered some sort of an opportunity to perhaps have you as well as another company?
No, that's
in
what
the
I'm saying,
same
that
room?
just needs to
Okay.
be planned,
Okay,
so that you don't
Okay.
have that
Right.
competitive going
Okay.
at each other. I'm just going by the market, because I've
I'd
worked with
rather
most
they
companies.
got to be together, but that's.
Yeah, I've worked with both.
Yeah, we have.
Stuff like
We've
that.
been to vendor fairs, but I just, in the history, 15 years, I used to work for Aflac, I used to work for, I now work for Colonial Life, I worked for Principal
One
for a
company.
while. It's your enrollment process.
Yeah.
And if it helps you at all, my team has an Aflac agent, so we can combine them. It really comes down to what you want. Some people want a different agent, that's fine, but we do have an Aflac agent in my office that does Aflac. So, but it's the key of who's running, otherwise it's a nightmare for her too.
Sure.
Because you gotta have that one dedicated company to do your flex plan, your
Yes.
FSA.
Yes.
After that, it's whatever you want to do.
Well, and it's
Like
almost
more.
like a comment we were speaking about privately together when he was saying, it's so funny when you have a company coming in and all of a sudden they just jump up like, oh wait, somebody else wants to come in, and Allison, you see your American Fidelity person, or all of a sudden I did a group and they hadn't seen their Aflac person in like 4 years, and then all of a sudden went in to do this educational and all this stuff, and all of a sudden this Aflac person came in and was like, oh wait, and we're like, well, I haven't seen you in a while. So you just want to always be cautious of, like he was saying, and that's what happened, and then Aflac person comes in and they said something different. But you can offer both. We just really want you to understand having that FSA, making sure we take care of you with those type of things is basically it. Making sure your Section 125 is taken care of properly. Making sure it's updated every single year. It's very important that we make sure that you stay in compliance. Those are what our office does. We don't just have one person. We have a whole office.
Really, all we were asking for today is to consider letting us do your cafeteria plan, letting us offer our benefits, and then we can all get together once that and decide how we could do enroll best, invite Aflac in if you want to do Aflac. It's really, we're just asking to be that flexible.
My question is, so the cafeteria plan, what portion does the county pay, or is this just employee enroll and it comes out of the employees?
It's just employees.
It's just an option.
We don't, yeah.
We don't pay
county
anything
doesn't.
out of
The cafeteria plan allows you to pre-tax benefits
Right.
legally when we can, so we always set ours
So
up
that
at no
just,
cost.
that just saves the employee the,
And there's a lot of IRS regulations that have to be documented, and we do that. Whoever
no
that
cost.
carrier is does all that documentation for you.
And you're saying you guys gotta have that cafeteria plan in place before you'll talk to my employees and give them their pitch?
But we can't do an FSA. Somebody, before you do open enrollment, you do have to make that choice.
So
Right.
do you guys wanna table it and let, you give me some ideas here?
I mean,
think
who's doing your
that's the best
FSA?
idea.
Is
Huh?
it,
I think we need to have time to discuss it.
I'll rescind my motion then.
I'll make a motion, we take no action.
gives you time to compare apples
Yeah.
to apples and.
I'll second that.
I mean, because it sounds like it's for the employees and we're
Well,
approving it. I'd like someone to
something
talk
else.
to the employees instead of me.
And something else we probably really ought to put in order before we have these guys coming around redoing all our insurances, if we're still available and still looking at doing that gap plan, that will change some of maybe who gets accidental insurance, because that gap plan is going to cover your co-pays and your deductibles and stuff. So if somebody's taking an accident plan because they want that covered, and we go with an insurance plan that covers all that, well, we might be able, but I'm not trying to take any away.
No, and once again, we're just asking to be care for your stuff and offer. What we offer needs to be discussed once that's done. We've got the whole offering there, but you're right, if you're bringing in the enforcer thing, there are options, but also short-term disability doesn't get affected.
No, I just,
Right.
but it's something that we probably need.
But you're right, that is a correct assessment. And,
and if you decide not to do the FSA with us, it's not like we still can't even, like you said, come in as another carrier just to do the voluntary
Right.
benefits and have another choice, again, where some of your employees will qualify, where they won't, coming in at the open
You guys
enrollment.
will be around after this to answer questions.
if you
Oh,
want us,
absolutely.
if you want us to be.
We've got a motion and a second, I say we move on. All in favor?
Aye.
Absolutely.
Number 5,
Thank you.
approval of minutes of last meeting, regular August 25th, 2025, special, and the special August 27th, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 6, discussion and possible action regarding a resolution approving the incurrence of indebtedness to be issued by the Alva Arena Authority. The authority issuing its tax appropriation bonds. Did I say that right? Apportionment Bonds Series 2025 Alva Arena Project, the bonds, approving and authorizing a security agreement among the county, the city of Alva, Oklahoma, the city, the authority, and the bond trust for bonds authorizing the issuance of said bonds and waiving competitive bidding with respect to the sale of said bonds and approving the proceeding of authority. Who in the world wrote that?
Did the costs go up? Is that why?
Yeah, right there.
Are you an attorney?
I wrote it, sir. Yes, sir.
Get out of here.
Tell us why. Tell us in layman's terms why the prices went up.
Why are we approving it now?
Well, we've changed it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, why we're issuing it again.
Yes, sir. So in June, you approved a resolution. It was, you were endorsing the action taken by the Arena Authority
To
that
sell the bond.
same week to sell the bonds.
Mhm.
Since that bond sale did not go through because the purchaser backed out at the last minute. Now we have a bona fide purchaser who is scheduled to buy the bonds tomorrow, commit to buy the bonds tomorrow. In the meantime, the Arena Authority acted to include some additional items in the total cost of the bond issue that were always planned as part of the total arena package. Those were some livestock handling equipment from Crawford, as well as some of the cost of the solar panels and solar work happening out at the arena. So those two things, as well as there was some cost of issuance for the purchaser that they're selling to tomorrow. So those three components put about a 10% increase on the total amount of the bonds being issued. And so we felt it would be prudent to come back and ask the commissioners for a fresh approval, given that the Arena Authority approved a 10% increase. We didn't want to rely on your June approval.
Well, because
Or
you didn't sell them though, right?
Correct, yes, sir.
It wasn't no good, right? I mean, you didn't.
We did not specify the
Sell
purchaser.
on them, so you gotta start over with a new selling.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, we've ran this by our legal, he says has no effect on the county. We're
That
good
is
to go.
correct. That is
I'll make
correct.
a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right here.
Thank you. Good to see you too. Thank you, gentlemen. Do y'all have any questions for me? Anything else about
Do
the
you
bond
mind
issue?
sticking around for a little bit until this meeting's over?
I'll be happy to, yes, sir.
Anybody have any questions?
I know.
Renetta? Rachel?
Yes, sir.
Number 7, discussion possible action regarding the resolution establishing the new highway PACT account.
Okay, so the PAC account, Sherry Shipper with OSU, who works real close with the auditors on the chart accounts, she sent out an email stating that this is what accounts they would like us to use, the account numbers, so, for tracking purposes. So, we just need to get that opened up so she can put that money in there.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Explain to the people what it is. It's to bring us up to $4,000 a mile. It's for these shorter counties. People will want to ask, what's that about? That's basically what it is.
I have no
Is there a
idea.
second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Number 8, discussion of possible action regarding the road crossing permit, DMV oilfield services.
Okay, so this is a D3, and it's 23, 24, 13, and 33, 24, 13. They sent a check for $6,000, and it's for produced water.
Water line, tracking water. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's down there on Alley and Blacktop going north on 490, south of 45.
Number 9, discussion of possible action regarding the Otis service level agreement for the sheriff.
So that is a new agreement. It's going, since we are taking over Winoka, that was included in the contract of we'll pay for that service. So we will have us taking over Winoka's server, where often deputies will get on that to do their reports, to keep Winoka's report system separate from the counties. So that's what that is. It's just a second agreement with Otis for that server at Winoka.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'll be right back.
You want me to wait on number 10?
Yeah.
She's standing in the hall.
Did you get your,
Yes.
you did get it?
It was.
In time?
Yes.
Okay. I seen that and I thought, oh man, it's Friday.
Well, we submitted it, well, there was a save and submit button when we put your resolution,
Yeah.
clicked save and submit, and it went to the next screen, and I closed it out. Apparently it never submitted, so we were able to get on there Friday, and I
Would
got
there
an
be any reason why them other counties might not want that?
I'm not sure they didn't have a problem. They started a new system this year on the application was on a different website, and I don't know if they had problems
Okay.
and people not knowing how to use it.
Yeah.
Some of it could have been a mistake I made, we don't know if it's that or something on their system that didn't go through, I'm not sure. But
Okay, number 10, approve and disapprove monthly reports for the following: assessor, county clerk, court clerk, health department, treasurer, election board, and sheriff.
don't think the election board turned theirs in. I'm checking real quick.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
I'll second
Yeah.
that.
All in favor?
No election board?
All in favor?
Aye.
So you and me?
Yes. Wait a minute, I think that's. You don't know?
Yep.
Number 11, discussion of possible action regarding monthly appropriations.
Which are they this month?
Just for Alexis. 140? 11.
What's sign in here?
Is that,
I know.
is that,
Um,
tax pack thing or whatever?
Yeah, it's $11,373 a piece. Is how much?
Each month?
Well, I don't know,
Mhm.
but that's,
That's not a monthly, it's not a
That's all
monthly revenue, no. I'd have to pull the information, but it is not a monthly revenue.
So it's probably gonna be less than that next month?
You're right, correct. Huh?
It's probably gonna be less than that next month?
It may not be a monthly revenue, we may not see any.
It seemed like it
On
was
a
like
monthly
$1
basis.
million, was it about?
I'll email you the criteria behind it.
did we have a motion on that?
I'll make a motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
It's a regular appropriation, that was actually, yeah, really, it's not too much more than what it was.
All right.
Number 12, discussion of possible action regarding the use of the courthouse lawn, stage, and parking lot for the NWO shoot homecoming on October 25th, 2025.
I'll make that motion.
Second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 13, discussion of possible action regarding the OEDA REAP affidavit of completion for the Alva Fire Department WD 25-1.
Yes, I did that.
So that's just a.
Is that sealing up their grant that they got for their command truck deal there last year, and that's finishing it out so they can get ready for another one, right?
They're completely, yeah, they got everything done on it, so.
That motion,
I'll make that motion, yeah.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 14, approve the deobligated and reallocated with the REAP 2026 funds in the amount of $1,398.99 for rural water, or, yeah,
For Water
I
District
cannot
2.
see that in my glass today. Rural Water District number 2, grant. I apologize for that.
What exactly are we doing there?
Well,
I
they
think what
didn't use everything that
Yeah,
they
they
had asked
didn't, and
for.
they're giving it back to OE to put into the system, de-obligated.
Is that a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
19, discussion of possible action regarding the CDL contract between Woods County and Michael Wilkerson. That's my new guy, and he took his test today and passed.
All right,
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
For a CDL
Yeah.
school or something,
Just his test.
to give him a test. And you got some training, kind of like in-house.
Like you did.
Yeah.
Is there a second on that? All in favor?
Aye. He just did the written test. Is that what he did?
Do they give us any kind of cut out here if we was to go out here and put them through?
No,
No cut.
$4,000, 30 days.
Now, they give you a parking lot to drive around in, right? Well, all right, I'll just leave it alone, golly.
Number 16, we're skipping. Number 17, discussion possible action regarding the July 2025 detention transportation claim in the amount of $360.20.
I'll make that motion.
You just sign it.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Give us 16,
I'll second yes. You good there?
Yep.
Number 18, discussion possible action regarding closing the courthouse on September 19th, 2025 for the car show. I'll
So
move
that-
that.
What day's the car show? During the week?
Thursday.
It's
Friday,
Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And Friday, they come in with the trailers
Yeah.
and everything
Don't need to
Parking
be
lots.
there, yeah.
closed
I'll
up.
make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So,
Aye.
are we closing all day or half
What
day?
do you guys want to do? You're the ones that will be here, Randy. You can't
I
close
don't
anyway.
close, so it don't matter.
What time do they usually start showing up?
The night before.
Well, like I said, there's no need to, them trying to get their stuff done while there's
You
car
in
show
favor of all
going
day?
on.
That's fine, I still have to come
You in
and
favor
thank.
of all day? Randy, you in
I'm not
favor
here
of all
all
day?
day, so.
Like I said, it don't matter to me.
Sure, so I'll make a motion, we close it for all day.
Okay.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Number 19, discussion of possible action regarding the 2026 regular scheduled commissioner meeting.
So I've got every Monday, except for 1 month, there's a Tuesday in there, but we don't have holidays on.
Hey, what about that training we have to go to?
Oh, yeah, well, that's next year's. And yeah, I'm gonna put it on for next week to close,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll make a motion to do this.
I'll
or
second.
to cancel.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 20, discussion of possible action regarding the 2026 holiday schedule.
So here's the holidays, it's the normal ones we always do. But, I just want, yeah.
Make
Gotta
a
get
motion
it.
that we approve that.
I will look at it.
So you made the motion, you second? Or-
All in favor?
Okay.
Aye. Did you aye that? Ron?
Aye, I believe you.
Number 21, discussion of possible action regarding Air Medicare Network annual membership.
Okay, so we got everything in. It's $75 per household, so it came up to $5,400 this year total. So I think the breakdown is like, it's under 1,000, I think, for each one of you guys. It's sheds, and then the general makes up the rest. But she's getting the individual
Is
invoices
this
today,
like
so
a
you can get
survival
paid.
flight or whatever? or
Yeah,
is
this is the Air Medicare
Yeah,
we've had for years. This is
I mean,
the
we
one
do-
we've had for,
Do we do both of them?
we have been, this is the one we've had for,
Is the cost comparable on both of them?
yeah, yeah, they're both 75 a year, I think.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We're paying that outfit how much a year?
5,400.
And then we do survival flight 5,400, and that kind of covers all our
Yeah,
employees.
because you never know which
The 10
service is
grand.
going to be available to pick you up if you happen to need it.
Okay.
there a second?
Yeah,
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That's a tough one.
it is. I'd rather walk than pay somebody that much, but if my leg's broke, I'd be glad I done it.
That's true.
I think that Colonial Life covers the haircut stuff too.
Huh?
Yeah, if you have an active.
I can't even fit in it,
Yeah,
so.
but it doesn't cover if you have a heart
We can
attack.
set- we can set
Probably
it in
not.
there.
Accidents and heart
I'm sure
attacks.
it gets
I
out of
got a
that.
sling to wrap around
Yeah.
you.
So you gotta make sure you got the right one.
I'm gonna fold up if it's bad enough, so.
Number 22, discussion of possible action regarding the transfer of appropriations from Highway D number 1 CIRB to Highway D number 1 Personal Service and D number 2 CIRB to D number 2 Personal Service in the amount of $16,019.93.
I'll make that motion.
So you both need to sign it,
I'll second
both
that.
spots, and
All in
then
favor?
all three of you down
All
here.
right.
Aye. Just. This is down here. Down
Yeah,
the bottom.
thank you.
Number 23, discussion of possible action regarding closing the courthouse at 11:30 on December 4th, 2025 for a safety meeting. I'll make that motion. All in favor? Aye. Number 24, discussion of possible action regarding the Alva and Winoka Senior Citizen Centers.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yours done?
Yeah, they're done, but they didn't pass the inspection. They got some electrical, needs to have electrical on it, you know, like behind a panel to switch, you know, it needs some wordage on there that says this is electrical.
Easy fix.
Yeah, maybe the countertop was a ½ inch too high or something, and Roy said, don't worry about that. And then maybe something about a mop sink, maybe. But otherwise, they're gonna have a meeting this week, and pretty much we'll be done with Roy. They still got their floor to do, which they're gonna have somebody else do that. But the flooring, you know, isn't quite done, but they've sanded it off, but as far as the lights and everything else is,
No leaking.
no leaking, and
What about moving them? Do we need to bring crews and help them move from that building?
move what?
Whatever they're gonna move out there to the new building?
Senior citizens. They can move them. I mean, there's not a lot of stuff, but we're getting new appliances and,
Chairs and tables?
well, and they've kind of got just little fold-up chairs, but 10, you know, I mean.
There aren't very many that.
But I thought about seeing if I could go maybe down to the state surplus. I don't know how the senior citizens is tied to us or whether the city, and maybe go down there and get some tables like these, or, you know, I've got them from my meeting room and got some really nice tables, and they got all kinds of stuff. The federal surplus that, you know, we can get for cheap stuff, and instead of them having some fold-up tables, I thought about seeing about a big conference table, because they got all kinds of stuff like that. But not until they get all their,
I don't know if there's a reason why you couldn't.
well, I didn't know for sure whether that's
Yeah, you.
city or county or what.
We can pay for it or not.
Brian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
There you go.
that's it.
Anything on the Alva?
Electricians are finishing electrical rough in and we're waiting on the plumbers.
Number 25, new business.
I got a road crossing that I let Clint Olson do 3/4 mile north of 45 highway. I gave him the verbal. He needed water. He's got the water rights on one side of the road, and he needed his well dried up for him and Johnny. So I let him go ahead and do it. I've got a road crossing permit that I'm gonna take to him and make him fill out, so we'll have a record of it, but I just wanted to, it's already in and done.
And what was it for?
A water line,
Water line?
yeah. 3/4 of a mile north of on 380, 3/4 of a mile north of 45 highway.
Any other new business? Number 26, approve and disapprove blanket purchase orders.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Number 27, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that, I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.